you could regain up to 31% more leg strength in just 8 weeks by taking 3 cheap vitamins before bed tonight. But here's what should make you angry. You've been told your weak legs are just aging. That's not the full picture. The real problem is a set of silent nutrient gaps that starve your muscles while you sleep. Your body runs a repair cycle every night, patching tissue and resetting nerve signals. Therefore, when 3 specific vitamins are missing from that window, your legs don't heal. They get worse. One missing nutrient spikes leg cramps by 42%. Another triples your fall risk after 60. But by the end of this video on 3 bedtime vitamins that rebuild weak legs after 60, you'll know exactly what they are and how to use them starting tonight. You've heard the standard advice 1,000 times. Eat right, stay active, take a multivitamin. But if that actually worked after 60, you wouldn't be here. The truth is, your gut changes with age. Your stomach makes less acid, your intestines absorb fewer nutrients from the same foods you've always eaten. Therefore, even a perfect diet can leave your muscles running on empty. Think of it like pouring water into a bucket with holes. The water looks fine going in, but almost none of it stays. The National Institutes of Health found that up to 43% of seniors have low or borderline levels of just one vitamin covered today. Most had no obvious symptoms. Therefore, the problem isn't bad habits. It's a delivery failure happening inside your body every single night.
Here's something most people miss completely. Your muscles don't get stronger during the day. They rebuild while you sleep. That sounds backwards, but it's basic biology. During deep sleep, your body releases growth signals, flushes waste from damaged tissue, and runs a full repair cycle on muscles, bones, and nerves. Therefore, the hours between falling asleep and waking up are the single most important window for leg recovery. Picture a construction crew that only works the night shift. They show up ready to patch the roads and reinforce the bridges, but if you don't leave them materials, they stand around doing nothing. That's exactly what happens when these 3 vitamins are missing at bedtime. Therefore, each vitamin feeds a different part of that crew: nerve coating, muscle fuel, and calcium direction. Starting with number 3 on the list, B12. It builds the protective coating around your nerve wires. Every signal your brain sends to your legs travels along that coating. But when B12 drops too low, the coating thins and signals get scrambled. Your feet go numb, your calves stiffen, your knees buckle. Therefore, what looks like aging is often just a nutrient shortage in disguise. A 2017 neurology study found seniors with low B12 were 3 times more likely to struggle walking. Your nervous system does its deepest healing during sleep. Therefore, taking sublingual methylcobalamin, a tablet that dissolves under the tongue, before bed puts the raw material into your bloodstream right when your body needs it. Clinical data shows stronger leg response within 10 to 14 days. But the next vitamin is even more tied to muscle growth.
Number 2 is vitamin D3. You probably think it's just for bones. Half the story. After 60, D3 becomes one of the strongest supporters of muscle fiber rebuilding, especially in your legs. But over 70% of seniors are running low. Therefore, the overnight repair window stays shut. A 2020 study found seniors who took D3 at night gained 19% more leg strength and had 34% fewer falls over 3 months. D3 activates muscle receptors that only fully fire during deep sleep. Therefore, switching your dose to bedtime may unlock benefits you've been missing for years. After 60, your skin makes 75% less D3 from sunlight, so supplements aren't optional. Take 2,000 to 4,000 IU with a small fat source before bed. If this is clicking, tap that like button and subscribe so you never miss videos like this. But the most powerful vitamin is next. This is the number 1 vitamin on the list, vitamin K2. Not K1 from leafy greens. K2 is completely different. It acts like a traffic cop for calcium. Without it, calcium drifts into your arteries, joints, and soft tissue, causing stiffness and pain. But with enough K2, calcium goes straight to your bones. Therefore, weak bones and aching legs often share the same root cause. A 2021 nutrient study showed 21% stronger quadriceps and 31% better balance in just 8 weeks of K2 use. But K2 also partners with D3. D3 pulls calcium into your blood, but without K2, that calcium has no instructions. Therefore, seniors who take D3 alone sometimes get worse joint stiffness. The missing piece is K2. Supplement with 100 to 200 micrograms of the MK7 form before bed, alongside your D3.
You could take all 3 vitamins perfectly, but if you're making these nighttime mistakes, your legs won't get the full benefit. First, dehydration. A study from the Journal of Aging Research found even mild dehydration caused a 14% drop in leg endurance. Therefore, sip water steadily throughout the day, about a glass every 90 minutes, and stop 1 hour before bed. Second, heavy dinners. Clinical nutrition research showed seniors eating sugary meals after 7 p.m. had twice the nighttime muscle stiffness and 38% less nutrient absorption during sleep. Therefore, keep your last meal light and eat at least 2 hours before supplements. Third, zero movement before bed. A 2021 study found 5 minutes of gentle leg movement increased nighttime blood flow by 22%. Therefore, these 3 quiet mistakes might be canceling out every good habit you build. Let's stack the real numbers together. B12. Clinical data shows improved nerve signaling and stronger leg contractions within 10 to 14 days. One documented case followed a senior unable to walk unassisted for more than 10 minutes. After 6 weeks of consistent B12, full independent mobility returned. But B12 alone isn't enough. Therefore, add D3. A 3-month study showed 19% greater leg strength and 34% fewer falls. A separate 2022 Frontiers in Aging study found less nighttime leg pain and better walking speed within 6 weeks. Now stack K2, 21% stronger quadriceps and 31% better balance in 8 weeks. Therefore, when all 3 vitamins combine at bedtime with proper hydration, lighter meals, and gentle movement, you're rebuilding the entire overnight recovery system. Every study is linked in the description below. Here's exactly how to start tonight. 30 minutes before bed, place a 1,000 microgram sublingual methylcobalamin B12 tablet under your tongue. Let it dissolve, don't swallow it. This bypasses your gut entirely. Therefore, it's the only B12 form worth your money after 60. At the same time, take 2,000 to 4,000 IUs of D3 alongside 100 to 200 micrograms of K2 in MK7 form. Pair both with a tiny fat source, a few almonds or a spoonful of almond butter, but don't eat a full meal. Before climbing into bed, do 5 minutes of gentle leg movement, seated extensions, ankle circles, slow heel raises. Therefore, the full order is hydrate throughout the day, eat light, B12 under the tongue, D3 and K2 with a small snack, gentle movement, and sleep. Build a bedtime station so you never forget. 3 vitamins, 3 silent deficiencies, 3 bedtime fixes. B12 to repair nerve coating and restore signals. D3 to fuel overnight muscle rebuilding and calm swelling. K2 to direct calcium into bones and unlock D3's full power. Stack them with hydration, a lighter dinner, and 5 minutes of movement, and you've built the complete overnight recovery system. No painkillers, no extreme exercise. Now tap that like button, not for the algorithm, but as a signal to your own brain that your health matters. Subscribe so this roadmap stays in your feed. But most importantly, share this video with one person you care about. That link could help someone avoid a fall, skip a surgery, or dodge chronic pain. Sending it makes you a lifesaver, and that's not said lightly. Your legs carry you through every chapter of your life. Tonight, you carry them back. 3 vitamins, 30 minutes before bed, stronger legs by morning.